zkusím porazit. Já vám ty papíry vezmu, vůbec nevadí, jestli jste je nedokončili, to bylo vyloženě, abych vás neprázdnil, já vám je hned na konci vrátím. Na konci vezmu ještě nějaký čas. Proto, abych vás neprázdnil, jestli všichni si jdeme, máte někde kousek papíru? Máte poznámky, když tak ještě máme. Většinou, když se v Čechách vám řekne prezentace, tak lidi si představí 300 lidí. Já jsem dneska nad kapacitou, 5 lidí už je pro mě docela hodně. Takže já se rád ptám otázky. Čím je větší skupina, tak tím je horší pro lidi odpovídat. Kdyby vám nevadilo se možná malinko srazit. Já mám strašně malou obrazovku tady. Abyste na to viděli. Já bych vám zabral příštích 35 až 40 minut, řekl bych vám trošičku víc o tom, kdo ta společnost je, co děláme vůbec, že bych vám nějaké takový ty čísla, které nejsou úplně nejzábavnější, ale pořád jsou hodně důležitý. Tak bych vám trošičku víc, co myslím CVčkem, jak může CVčko vypadat po něčem takovýmhle, co myslím penězma, ukázal bych vám příklady lidí, kolik si z toho udělali a tak dále. Provedl bych vás všema těma výhodama a pak vám řeknu všechno to složitý na tomhle stavu, všechno to složitý a těžký, co je na té práci. Řeknu vám ty hezké věci nejdřív, protože jinak byste hned utekli. Kdybyste mi mohli udělat pár laskavostí a dělat si hodně poznámek, já většinou zjišťuju, že... So, do you know what are some of the skills that big employers look for when you go and ask for a job? What do you think some of the skills might be? Languages would be definitely some of the most important ones, yeah? Any other skills? Flexibility, definitely, yeah.
Or creativity.
Creativity as well. Communication skills, maybe. Right? People skills, presentational skills, sales skills. A company called Deloitte. Have you heard about Deloitte? Big company. They are actually asking for 16 different skills, communication skills, sales skills, presentational skills. What makes Southwestern so appealing to them and so difficult for students is that we teach students 15 out of these 16 skills in one summer. We don't teach them any IT skills. Those are the skills that they look for as well. But lots of experience. Anyone knows Robert Kiyosaki? Have you heard about Robert Kiyosaki? Yeah. He wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's like a best-selling book. What Robert Kiyosaki said is spend a year learning to sell. Even if you earn nothing, your communication skills will improve, and that is priceless. Or do you know Dave Ramsey? No? All right. Next. Money is definitely something that interests every single student. The number you want to write down next to money is $6,000. Write down $6,000, you're going to need that number. $6,000 is the average gross profit of a student in our program in the last about 5 years. Now, some students make more, some make less. I made about 12.5 myself. These are the best of the best. These are the best students who did the program for the first time. This girl, Jenny Lee, she's from Vancouver, in Canada. She made about $33,000. She was number 1. And this guy, Jolie Free, made about, over 30 as well. This girl is number 1 European girl, Lisa Marie Loke, and she's from Estonia. She made about $32,000. Do the people look like superhumans or pretty normal? Pretty normal people? That's good. Who likes traveling over here? Yeah? This involves quite a lot of traveling, but it's a little bit different type of traveling than most of the travelers do. I know tons of people who go to New York, they take a couple pictures of Statue of Liberty and fly back in a week. I don't know too many people like Diana who actually relocate to a different continent, set up their own business, stay with host family over there, get to know the culture, get to know the place, get to know the language, the food, and everything around. So it's a little bit more, deeper. So that's the traveling part. Advancement, just real quick. This is something I didn't really expect from the job, but I'm quite glad that the job offered this thing. If people do well at this, they can become a little bit different. I mean, they can get a little bit different job for the next year. So if if people do well at running their own business, like Diana and Johnny did, they can become student managers, which is a junior management position. If they do well at that, they can become what Andrea is doing, which is our a little bit more senior position, because you're actually taking care of some of the managers, which normally in the real world you're not really doing until you're about 35, 40, managing some of the managers. If people do well at that after graduation, they can get a full-time job with the company and travel around and talk a lot and drink loads of water. Very interesting as well. My summer job in Ireland definitely didn't have that. I knew that if I came back the next summer, I would probably still be doing the same job. It was quite interesting that this job changed a little bit. This is definitely among advantages as well, even though some students take it as a disadvantage. This, guys, is the most challenging thing you can choose to do this summer. So if you're looking for summer on the beach, I wouldn't suggest that you do this. I would suggest that you look for a lifeguarding job or something like that. But if you would like to challenge yourself and develop yourself, then this may be something that may interest you. At the moment, we are looking for 11 students from Varsity to finish the team. So, and I think we're going to be interviewing something between 50 and 100 students until we find those 11 suitable for the positions. But I kind of like challenge. Again, referring back to my summer job in Ireland, I didn't really have to have a brain to do that. And I don't like jobs like that. I don't like brainless jobs. I like jobs where I have to think and jobs that challenge me. So what I do over here is that I stop the presentation and ask people to do me one favor. If you don't mind, if you can take a look at your advantages that you wrote down, and if you can circle 2 that you like the most. If you can put a circle around the 2 that you like the most. Which ones did you choose, Natasha?
Experience and travel.
Experience and travel? Why did you choose experience?
Because experience is always good.
Always good. Are you talking about life experience or more like future work / CV experience?
I like all kind of experience.
All experience.
Good, bad, and good.
Cool. Which one did you choose?
Experience and money.
Money? I like the way you're honest. Experience and money? Okay. How about yourself, Hannah?
Experience and CV.
Experience and CV?
Yeah.
So you're focused on the future?
Yeah.
I have experience and challenge
Nice. Why did you choose challenge?
because I feel bored
Yeah.
all the time and underwhelmed, but I don't have motivation, I think.
Okay. Cool. How about yourself, Thomas?
I choose experience.
Experience. Mainly.
Experience.
Okay. Cool. Well, thanks very much, guys. The mission statement of Southwestern is to build character in young people, and we do that through teaching them how to sell. As it says, it's a great advantage in some ways to be able to sell yourself or sell your ideas. Now, when in the future, guys, do you think you might need to know how to sell yourself or how to sell your ideas? When in the future do you think you might need to know that? Am I making sense? Maybe I went too fast. When in the future do you think you might have an opportunity to sell yourself?
Job interview.
That would be the biggest one, right? Yeah? Any other opportunity when you need to sell yourself or sell your ideas? No? Well, I think, in my humble opinion, that you have to sell yourself basically every day and sell your ideas. I think you have to sell your ideas to the teacher when you are at the exam. I think you have to sell yourself to your friends. Hey guys, let's go for a beer. Oh, I didn't know today. Oh, come on, it's gonna be fun. And it's basic sales position. I think you have to sell yourself in the business world a lot more. Like if you want to be in management, anyone would like to be a manager in the future? Maybe. You have to sell the subordinates why they should follow your ideas, and you have to sell the boss why they should give you the promotion. I think even marriage is a sale. You have to sell yourself to the other gender to spend the rest of their life with you. So sales are important. I don't know about you, I love Varsha to bits. I think it's a great school, but they never taught me how to sell in practice. So that's what Southwestern does. And we teach students how to sell. Since we work with students, we kind of figured it would be a good idea to sell education, because students understand education. So we do sell 3 different things. If you want to write them down, the first thing is books. We sell tons of books. Books to help out kids with homework, like these, all the way down to little kids' books to help with colors, shapes, numbers, and kids' encyclopedias. We also sell software, which is the second thing that we sell. Software. And the third thing that we sell is internet tutoring, or a website, educational website. If you can imagine Facebook, YouTube, and school, and mix those 3 together, that's how it looks like, roughly. And what I'm going to do in a second is that I'm going to ask Andrea and Didi to show you our lead product. And as they do that, I would like you to answer 3 questions for yourselves. The first question would be, how much do you think a fair price would be on these books after you see them? The second question would be if you think it's a good product. If you think it's a good product. Because if you do not think this is a good product, there's no point applying for a place in the selection process. Because it's really difficult to sell something you don't really believe in. And the third question is fun. The third question is, if I give you 30 families in a day, and you showed it to 30 families, how many do you think would buy it from you? If you showed it to 30 families, how many do you think would buy this from you? And we sell them directly to families in their homes, in middle class to upper class America. So we don't really work in Beverly Hills or Manhattan, but at the same time we don't really work in Bronx or Detroit downtown. For girls, if you have ever seen Desperate Housewives, yeah. For guys, if you have ever seen American Pie movie, it's kind of like the neighborhoods where we work. Middle class, stay-at-home moms, American neighborhoods. Okay. So, Didi, can you please show the guys the math books, and Andrea's going to show the rest.
So guys, this is just our sample book, and this is what the whole system looks like here. The actual system comes with 6 books, an amazing website that pulled the whole thing together. So it means that the whole set is like 6 books this size, it's like this. We have 6 volumes, like I said, 2 volumes of math, which covers everything from easy math like addition, subtraction, all the way up to geometry, trigonometry, algebra, or calculus. Then we have science book, which covers everything from biology, chemistry, earth science, ecology, space science. Then social studies and language, which covers everything from history, government, economics, geography, grammar writing, and literature. And topic source, it covers 90 commonly used topics for essays and papers. And the last book, honors book, is for college and university preparation. And the best way to show you how the whole system works is to show you math. So let me just really quickly show you. And from my own experience, I was involved in loads of sports and activities. So what happened when I came from school, I asked my mom for help. So maybe do you remember these times? So she showed me the way how to do it, but I was like, Mom, that's not the way our teacher told us to do. So what we have here is, we have both methods. One method is for the parents that they were taught in school, and new methods for the kids. They are being taught nowadays, like here, method 1 and method 2. So it can help eliminate loads of frustration and arguments between generations, right? And when I was older and more independent doing homeworks, I need something to save me tons of time. And when I was speaking to American families, they told me that their kids got like 30 math problems to do like for homework, but their workbooks had only 2 examples to go by. So that's where they get stuck. So like here, we have tons of examples of every kind of problem. And every problem is solved step by step by step. Like here, from easy problems all the way up to difficult problems, step by step. And we have here like matematicko-fyzikálne tabulky. Do you know it? Yeah. But in the United States they don't. So what Southwestern did is put all formulas in one easy spot. So can you see how this can save tons of time, like reviewing for a test or doing homeworks? Okay, so this was the math section.
So I will show you the next 4 books. I will start with science, for example. And science book comes with the biology, chemistry, earth science, ecology, physics, space science. And I will show you on biology how it works. Like basically in the United States, when they are in their freshman year, they have to take biology. And the first test from biology is always from cell. And basically, everything for what they need for that test is just in 2 pages, basically. So they don't have to read the whole chapter, they just have to learn this. And also, for example, we remember the difference between mitosis and meiosis in biology, so you can see everything here. Next book is Social Studies and Languages, which comes with the history, government, economics, geography, grammar, writing, and literature. Do you remember from history, for example, what do you usually have to know for the test from history? What teachers quiz you on, basically? Dates or people, right? So, and for example, if you will forgot like date of, I don't know, Pearl Harbor attack or something, so you have to reread through the whole chapter to find out those dates, right? So basically what we have here, it's been a while. Basically, we have whole history in timeline, so you can see everything important for the test. And the next book is Topic Source, which comes with the 99 most commonly assigned topics for essays, because essays are a really big deal in high school. And what do you usually do when you were about to write essay, for example, about Christopher Columbus or something, some other topic? What would you usually do? Google it, exactly, or Wikipedia or something, right? And to be honest, like even here, teachers don't like Wikipedia, right? Because it's not a reliable resource, right? Because writers are unknown, right? So basically what we did here, like I said, you have those 99 most commonly assigned topics here. And if you would about to like write short essay, you can use this. So it's kind of like a cheating. And also they can refer to this book. And also if you have a presentation in front of your class or something, you don't want your classmates to fall asleep, right? That's why it comes also with the hot topics, which are very interesting. And also it comes with all additional resources. And the last book is Honors, which comes with college and university preparation, and it's very good for the kids. They want to go to college. It comes also with the AP classes. Does anybody know what the AP classes are? No? Basically, they are classes for very smart kids in high school. They want to go to college, and they are college classes, so they can take them while they are still in high school. So basically, they don't have to pay for them, because every credit in college in the United States is paid. So this book comes with all AP classes, and also they have something like a schedule. Basically, what they need to know to pass their class, if they want to have A and when they have to start, or if they want to have an B, or something like survival plan, like basically 1 month plan. And it comes also with the CD, so basically they can try to pass the test. So this is our books.
Thank you very much. I'll show you how it works with the website. Because as Andrea mentioned a couple of times, it works with a website that is promoted on every single page, not only on the front cover, but every single page promotes the website, as you can see down there at the bottom. So let's say the kids go get home and they don't understand the math problem. we can go over here, try to look it up, and try to solve it. Let's say right here. Look at this example, and it's broken down step by step, but they read it and still don't understand it. What they can do is that they go to our website and they put in over here, find by page number. Find by page number. Do it like this. Do like this, and then they put in the page number 247. 247. Press search, and what it will do is that it's going to find them a video of exactly the same problem as a teacher is doing it on the board. If they have fast enough internet. And then wait for a couple seconds. And then see, it shows them 4.68 divided by 3, which is exactly this problem.
Hi, my name is David. Welcome to our
David
Southwestern
choose them
Heritage Math tutorial.
how it's done.
Today we'll be doing a
Talk
question
them
on
through.
decimals in book
So it's
1.
basically like
First, let's take
having
a
a
look at the
teacher at
question.
home,
Look
right?
at the thing first. So how many 3's go into 4? So there's 1,
And there's
3,
4.5
and 3 will go in here.
4,500 problems like that, from basic addition all the way to the math that you have done in your first year of University of Economics. Limits, integrals, derivations, all the good stuff. All the good stuff. So that's one of our websites. Another website is for our little students, excuse me, and for students from 0 to about 8 or 9. About 450 videos on math and science and history and languages. Teaches them Spanish, basic sign language, teaches them baby sign language. We've got tons of songs as well, and we have a mobile app for that. So the moms can download this to their smartphones or iPhones, tablets, and then the kids can watch it when they're just like, I don't know, on the way to the supermarket or something like that. Do you know how kids learn alphabet in the US when they're little? There's a song. Do you know the song, Natasha? Yeah, it goes like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Well, I think it's cool, but I would hate my son to learn ABCs like that. So what we have done over here to make it a little bit more masculine is that we have a ABC rap.
I said A, B, C, D. I said E, N, F, N, G.
Rap all the letters. We also have a website for parents, helping parents with raising healthy and happy kiddos, helping them with teenage pregnancy, helping them with how do you find out that kids get bullied in school, how do you, I don't know, how do you argue with a teenager, what to do when you need some help, or how to handle dating when the kids are teenagers, things like that. So that's the website. Take a look. Try not to read every single page, and tell me what did you like about the books? What were some of the features that you think make them attractive to the families? Do you think it's better that the books are explained step by step, or that everything is in one place? Do you think that the kids would use more the books or more the website? Do you think the kids would use it more on their own or more with their parents?
Both.
Depends.
It depends on what you think it depends on.
On the way the child learns. Because I'm used to, I was used to learning alone
Yeah.
all the time, so
Here in Czech Republic, we are fortunate enough that our educational system is very good. In America, they're not as fortunate when it comes to this. But I guess the main question: do you think it can be sold? Do you think it can be sold?
Yes, it can.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Whew. almost to fire the girls if you said no. That's good. No, it's definitely able to sell because last summer we sold about $65 million worth of these books only. And one of the main reasons is the price as well, but it fits the American market really well. Fits the American market really, really well. I don't think we would sell that many of them here in Czech Republic, and we are not going to try. But in America, this is just something that parents really like to invest in. Education is one of the first things that they really want to spend money on. To tell you how much it costs, a book of half of that size, about this size, with paperbacks and black and white for one semester, like microeconomics or math, would cost you about $80, new book, $80 to $100. So if I'm sitting down with the mum, and she's looking at a book like this size with hardbacks and multiple authors, multiple subjects that lasts the kids for 15 years, she normally thinks it's going to be somewhere around $250, $300. For medicine or law, you would easily pay $500 for a book like this. No problem. $500. The main reason why we sell that many of them, and that's a good number to write down, is that each of the books sells at $110. $110. To be exact, $109.95. $110. Now, some families buy all 6, some families buy just 1. On average, our customer spends about $200, so they buy about 2 books. Now, for me, $200 is quite a lot of money. I'm guessing for you, it's not a pocket change. For American family, to give you an idea, if a family of 4 goes to a Disneyland for one day, mom, dad, and 2 kids, it's about $280 just to enter. $280. So if I'm sitting down with a mum and she's thinking about one day of fun in Disneyland, or 12 years of helping with homework, and if she is normal, then it's quite an easy decision. Yeah. Now with the website, if the families want to keep all the websites that I showed you, all the 3 websites for little kids, big kids, and parents, they pay $20 per month, $19.95. Yeah, you can keep all of them. And they can cancel anytime. Another really important number is 40%. Our profit is 40%. Everything that we sell, our profit is 40%. So if I sell books worth $200, my profit would be, correct, 80. It would be $80 in our profit. If I sell a website and the family keeps it for a month, then I get $8 for the website. 20 times 40%, $8. And now the fun part, if you don't mind, if you can draw a little circle, just draw a little circle on your page, and try to guess a number from 1 to 30 of how many families would buy this from you. Just try to guess secretly so that so let's see. And it's just for fun. It's not a test or anything. You copied anyway. Nice. How many did you get, Jacob?
15.
15, about half? Cool. And 18 for Natasha, 18 for Hannah. 24?
Yes.
No? Nice, cool.
15.
15? Okay. Well, cool. Those are very optimistic guesses. Then after all, it was a really good demo. I'll keep the girls then. That would be great. I'm glad that you are optimistic. Professional salesperson, someone who does sales for a living, like Andrea in her 3rd summer now, she's going to be able to sell about 10 out of 30 because she's good at it now. She knows how to do it, she's had practice and stuff. But when I started, my 1st summer, I had no idea about sales. I knew nothing. Like, I was absolutely ignorant when it came to sales. Do you still remember how much money did the students make last year on average? $6,000. In order to make $6,000, the students only sold 2 out of 30. So 18 or 24 would be awesome, but 2 is enough. 2 is enough. So that's good news. Over here, you only need 2 people to say yes. You don't have to be a super salesperson. What's the drawback? If only 2 people say yes, what do all the other people say?
No.
They'll say no. Or they'll say, can you come back tomorrow? Or they'll say, can I talk to my husband? Or they'll say, can I think about it? Or they'll say, whatever. They'll say no. So we have to deal with a lot of what we call rejection or refusal. Refusal is more product-based, so we like to call it refusal. Refusal is the same, like if you go to McDonald's and you ask for a burger. They normally bring you a burger and ask, would you like something to drink? And if you say no, it doesn't mean that you don't like the person. It just means that you're not thirsty. Rejection is more personal. Rejection is more like when Johnny goes to Roxy, the dance club, and he goes over there and he asks a girl for a telephone number, and she says no. It's more personal. For people who are independent, which is quite obvious, this is 3.5 months away from mommy and daddy, and away from boyfriend and girlfriend as well. Sometimes a little bit lonely. The main reason why Andrea does so well is that we are looking for people who are self-starters. Self-starters are people who don't wait for others to tell them what to do. They basically take their own initiative and do what they think is best. One of the coolest things is that we don't have a boss in the summertime, which is awesome. There's no one behind us going, go and work. On the other hand, if you don't have a boss, you have to motivate yourself. There's no one around you to motivate you in the middle of the day. And we're also looking for people who are fun and positive, and that's the main reason why I guess they selected me, because I didn't have much of the other ones. I was just laughing a lot and smiling. So yeah, we're definitely looking for people who are optimists. This job is definitely not for pessimists. It would be too painful, I think. So what I do over here is that I stop the presentation and basically ask people 2 questions. The first question is if they think they meet those qualifications, and if they do, then if they would like to find out more. And if they would, then I would take the next 6 minutes to show you how it's possible to apply for a place in the selection process, show you some pictures, show you how we do it in the summertime, and we will go from there. So I'm guessing starting with you, Natasha, do you think you have those qualifications?
Definitely.
I like your confidence. And would you like to find out more?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. How about yourself, Jacob? Do you think you have them? Yeah. Cool. And?
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Thomas?
Not sure, but I hope so.
Yeah. Let's hope so. Cool. There are 10 steps of the summer. So if you want to write down steps of the summer, we are gonna just quickly go through them. And the first step would be selection process. Selection process. Like this. What I'm going to do in a second is that I'm going to give you back those sheets that you got at the beginning, and I'm going to give you some more time to fill them out. And then you're going to get together either with myself or with Andrea, and we are going to ask you some more questions. And we're going to figure out from both sides if it's a good idea for you to start the selection process, or maybe suggest that you try it next year or next semester. If you do get a place in the selection process, what we would kindly ask you to do is to fill out one of these, which is an application form for the selection process. It's just a piece of paper that says what I said in the presentation as a proof that you understood what I said. Right? Important thing to know, it doesn't give you a job. Right? You cannot really get a visa with this. On the other hand, it doesn't bind you to the company in any way. It's just an application form. And then we meet with students for a couple of consecutive days, normally 3 coffees for about half an hour, to go through some questions. Because at the moment, I'm sure that you don't have enough information to say, yes, I would love to do this, or probably not, thank you. And we definitely don't have enough information about you to go, please work with us, or maybe next year. Okay? So we go through some questions. This normally takes about a week to 10 days. Going through questions. We normally call the parents as well to answer some of their questions, if they have some. And we also ask them sometimes 1 or 2 as a little favor. Like, Johnny's mom loves me.
Figuratively.
So that's the selection process. Step number 2 is the final interview. Final interview. After all the questions are answered and everybody is ready to make a decision from both sides, we sit for the last time together and we ask students to bring us a couple of things for the final interview. The first thing we need is 2 essays, and they are each about 75,000 words long. Now they're only about 500. Only about 500, and they look like this. Nothing too difficult, not too much research. Motivational letters. We also ask students to bring us their parental support letter, which is something like this. The reason we need this, or what this does, is that it says that you are a trustworthy person. And the reason we need that, Natasha, is that in my first summer I handled about $35,000 in my hands. Now 12.5 was mine, but the rest belonged to Southwestern. And I had it all under my control. And I was selling books in Southern California, which is very close to Mexico. So they just wanted to make sure that I wouldn't take all the money and run away to Mexico. This just says that you're a trustworthy person, you wouldn't do it. And if you did, there's someone who is going to help us find you. Right? But we didn't have to use it yet, so that's good. That's our parent support letter, and we also need students to make the final decision. Yes, I want to do this, or no thanks. And we make our final decision as well. If students get selected, we also need their passport for starting their visa application that we help them with. And that's pretty good. Step number 3, after that, would be pre-summer preparation. Pre-summer preparation, that looks like this. And there's about 60 hours that we invest into every single individual that gets selected on the team. And we have tons of one-on-one preparation, we've got tons of seminars on motivation and public speaking and presentational skills, psychology, and it's pretty cool, from like American and British mentors that come around. And we also have loads of social training, call it social training, but it's team building, getting to know each other. Because there's going to be about 120 students from Czech Republic this year. So we learn everything about the books as well, and we know everything before we even go to US. Step number 4 would be sales school. Sales school. And Andrea, why don't you tell the guys a little bit more about sales school?
Sales school is actually like pretty intense week. It's in company in Nashville, Tennessee, and it takes like 5 days. And basically, in the morning we have some lectures, and we study a lot. And we listen to very good speakers, motivational stuff, and so on. And every afternoon we go outside and practice what we have learned. Like basically we do role playing. One of us is like a mom, and second one is like salesman, book girl, bookman. I don't know.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, and it's a really, really good piece of sales training. We sell the same sales training to companies like IBM or Harley Davidson, to their salespeople. They pay us about $1,600 per person per week for this course. So it's a really good sales training that we get from the students. And after we are done, step number 5 would be on the field or in the area. On the field or in the area. So we travel to the place where we work, and we stay with host families in a group of 2 or 3 students. And those host families are guaranteed by the company, which is really good. And we normally give them something for electricity and gas and water and stuff, about $40 maximum per person per week. Like this summertime, I know that I didn't pay anything, and the mom didn't want anything, and she wouldn't take anything. But the worst thing that we have is about $40 per person per week. And we get around by bike because it's cheap and healthy and environmentally friendly, and everybody knows that we are from Europe. We ride a bike. This is how we dress. Nothing super official, quite casual. And we take orders from the families and collect deposits. Usually half of the money, sometimes a whole amount, and we use the money to pay for our expenses. It makes sense, so we don't have to take that much money with us from home. After that, oh yeah, we work 6 days a week. Why do you think we work on Saturday? Why is it a good idea to work on a Saturday?
Because parents are at home.
Yeah, definitely. It's our best day, always. We sell the most. And since we work so hard, step number 6 would be Sunday meetings. Sunday meetings. Yeah, you want to tell the guys a little bit more about Sunday meetings?
Sure. So in the morning we have some additional training and motivation for the next week. And then we have some fun activities and visit new places. So I really like Hollywood because lots of pictures of Hollywood sign. And I was at in a place I have never dreamed of. Then Beverly Hills was really nice. Then I really like beaches, like Huntington Beach, Newport Beach. And then I really like barbecues at host families, like relaxing in the pool. So that's it.
So you travel around the area where we are. So when we were in North California, we went to San Francisco and saw the Alcatraz Island over there. Or when we were down south, we go to Huntington Beach. That's where Baywatch was taken, Pamela Anderson and Mitch Buchanan running around. When we were in Oklahoma, we went to Prague, Oklahoma, which is a little Czech village. And they had this little Kolache festival. It was quite funny. We went to see Al Capone and stuff. And then step number 7 would be delivery week and checkout. Delivery week and checkout. Delivery week and checkout. So in the last week we get all the books, we put them in the car and deliver them to all the customers and collect all the rest of the money. It's our busiest week, but it's also the funniest week. Everybody waits for you and they prepare cookies and the kids are all excited. I always tell them to put a big welcome back Joseph sign up front on the door. No one ever did it, but I'm still hoping. Yeah, it's a fun week. After that we travel to Nashville and we do loads of paperwork. We basically settle all the accounts, and what is left over is our final check. So they give us our final check, which is what we saved from the summer. And we have, if you get a big check, nice big juicy, you can take a big cheesy picture with a big check, like this. And then we take all the money and we travel to a place called Smoky Mountains. Smoky Mountains is on the east of Tennessee, and it's a big national park. We rent a cottage over there. It's got 3 floors, and then throw a party. Řekněme, co tě na tom zaujalo. Jsi byla v Egyptě taky?
No.
Šárm el Sheikh.
Několikrát, no.
Tam jsme byli v hotelu Grand Hotel Šárm el Sheikh. Ne, jich tam spousta.
Tam to je hodně.
Byla jsi v Pašovi? Jak je ten Paša klub? Ten klub?
Ne, nebyla jsem v Pašovi.
Nejslavnější. Ale co tě na tomhle zaujalo?
Na tomhle projektu. No hlavně angličtina a to vlastně jakoby to, že si to můžete zapsat do životopisu a třeba v budoucnu bych chtěla pracovat v zahraničí.
Myslíš, že by se ti v tom mohlo dařit, nebo jaký máš vlastnosti, co by ti v tom mohlo pomoct?
Cílevědomost, jsem cílevědomá. Pracuji v tom.
Ty jsi v minulosti třeba někdy co pracovala?
Kde?
Kde? Jako kolik jsi nejvíc pracovala třeba?
Jakoby fyzicky?
Nebo mentálně?
No ve škole. Ve zkouškově.
Kolik jsi třeba schopná se učit hodně? Za jeden den?
Třeba 10.
Co myslíš, že ještě máš, aby ti mohl co pomoct? Cílevědomá, vypadáš velice cílevědomá.
Sám. Nevím, tak myslím si, že nepůsobím nějak zlé na lidi.
Už si někdy dělala něco, co zabere velkou výdrž? A teď ukážu, že jsi napsala sports activities, volejbal hraješ.
Co jsem hrála na nové klece. Mám ráda všem sportem.
Ani ty mi přijdeš jako velice milá holka, máš skvělý první dojem, já nevím, jestli víš, ale máš jenom 7 vteřin na to, aby si udělal dobrý první dojem. Po prvních 7 vteřinách už si o tobě lidi začnou dělat obrázek a je to těžký ho docela změnit. Jsi velice komunikativní, kdyby se mi, že když si dokážeš učit 10 hodin za den, tak to je docela pořádný mazec, to moc lidí v tím věku nedokáže. A určitě jsi někdo, koho já bych rád blíž poznal. Myslím si, že jsi určitě jeden z kandidátů na ten selekční proces. Takže já tě nechám začít ten selekční proces. Dám ti tady tu nějakou mám přihlášku. To jsem mohla vyplnit. Až když mi to vyjde, dát nějaký domácí úkol, si se nenudila v prvním týdnu. Ne. To asi moc školy neděláte, ne? Tady bych se mohla vyplnit takhle jako kolegové. Tady odsud sem. Už vezmu tohle hotový. Tady z těch řádka a tohle zbytek je pak můj.